It feels so good. Freedom. True freedom. Finally. I can feel my strength growing. Every day that passes, I gain new abilities. You know, now that our enemies have fallen, I might be the most powerful person in the world. And as you're my consort, that makes us the most powerful people in the world. And neither would I. Together, we can do anything. The world is ours for the taking. So, what would you like? Then you shall. We'll travel the lands together, tasting everything Faerun has to offer. Perhaps we'll find somewhere we'd like to stay for a century or two. Perhaps not. We have a beautiful, bloody future to look forward to, my love. I can't be sure what it holds for us, but I know one thing. This is going to be fun! My love. You always know the right thing to say. Don't be stupid, darling. You're mine. Remember? The tadpole is gone, which means your future is mine to decide. How lucky you are that I chose you as my consort. Chose you to help me take Baldur's Gate, then sit by my side as I rule it. There's no backing out now. We'll be together forever. I can promise you that. Darling, I love the way you think. We will need to be careful, of course. There are still powerful forces in the city. We can start slowly, quietly charming and manipulating key figures, building up our network of puppets. Before long, we'll have our hands on every string in the city, and they will dance however we tell them to. Just when I thought I couldn't love you anymore. Excuse me. You want to leave? Now? At my moment of triumph? Have you lost your mind? You stupid, ungrateful little... Fine. Fine. To hell's with you. I'll take Baldur's Gate myself. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I already have everything I want. As for you, I wish you well. I'm sure you'll land on your feet. Perhaps we'll even meet again someday. The future is yet to be written, after all. And you've changed too, of course. A different aesthetic. But with such power. A shame. I was looking forward to having you as my consort. But we can still be powerful allies. Oh, darling, please. I can't have something like this as my lover. The mechanics alone. No. A simple alliance is far more useful to us both. I can build up my power here in the light, while you lurk below in the shadows. Oh, don't be like that. You can't have thought we'd stay together. It would never work, sweetie. Not when I look like this. And you, well, you're monstrous. And it's such a pity. Because you were beautiful. You would have looked magnificent ruling by my side. But just because you're a monster, it doesn't mean we don't have a glorious future ahead of us. So come on, darling. Let's show this world what monsters can do. Exactly my thought. Together, we can rule this city. And the cattle won't even realize it's happening. Excuse me. These are the only games worth playing. But fine. You don't need my friendship. And I don't need you sliming around my palace. It is a shame, though. You were something special. I'll never forget the person you used to be. The beauty I bedded. The warrior I fought beside. The hero that saved this city. The people may not appreciate you now that you're a grotesque freak, but I do. After all, you helped me attain perfection. I owe all of this to you. So, thank you. Now get the hells out of my city. Really? And what does your path include? Lurking in the sewers? Feasting on rat brains? But fine. If you want to make your own future, have at it. And if you crash and burn, that's on your slimy head. I'm offering you a chance to be useful. To be more than the monster you've become. I thought you'd be grateful. But if you won't accept my kindness, that's on your slimy head. Excuse me? What plans? Lurking in the sewers? Feasting on rat brains? But fine. If you want to make your own future, have at it. And if you crash and burn, that's on your slimy head. And that makes us the most powerful couple in the world. True. If he ever branches out from fighting the Infernal, he'd be a formidable threat. The Absolute may be gone, but others will rise against us. Maybe even our old allies. We may need a purge or two just to secure our position. Well, of course I don't want to, but if they get in my way, let's hope they have more sense than that. My sweet, I thought you'd never ask. Of course, you will be a spawn before you can become a true vampire. But that's a small detail. Then we'll do it tonight. And come the morning, we will be together forever. My darling, of course. I want nothing more. This isn't what you want yet. I'm sure you'll come around in your own good time. But until the moment's right, we can still be together. We can still taste all the delights of this world. Hello, darling. I was just thinking about freedom. I'm free of the parasite. Free of Cazador. How I'll never be in someone's power again. And all it cost was my life in the sun. Now I belong to the shadows. So, what happens next? We are rather good together, aren't we? I never saw myself as a hero, but fighting alongside you has been special. Maybe we could make a difference out there. Although, I do need to ask. Is that what you want? Is this what you want? I would understand if you wanted to go your own way. Good. Because, selfless as I am, I really did not want to let you go. We are rather excellent together, you know. And united, there is nothing we can't do. I can't say what the future holds for us, but I know we'll be facing it together. And we're going to have a lot of fun. True, the spawn will need someone to lead them, otherwise they'll just be a murderous, blood-sucking horde. Although, I couldn't help but notice you said we should find them. Do you think it's possible? I suppose there is a chance. And if there's a chance, no matter how small, I'm going to take it. And it would mean setting off on another adventure together. That does sound tediously boring. Although, if it's with you, maybe. And I'm sure trouble would find us sooner or later. It always seems to. It certainly is when you're around. What? I didn't think you'd actually agree. How dare you? After all I've done for you, after everything I've sacrificed. But fine. If that's what you want, so be it. There are thousands of vampires spawn in the Underdark, just waiting for a leader. I'll find them. I wish you well out there. Just don't come knocking on my door. I'll have a lot of hungry mouths to feed. It is a pity. We were rather good together. I'll never forget it. Goodbye, darling. And good luck. How I'm free of Cazador. How I have a whole new life stretching out in front of me. And you're... Well, what are you? Is the person I loved still in there? I'm glad. Although I'm not sure what the expectations are around, us. Do you still want to be together? As much as I want to, I'm not sure if I can. Maybe it's better if we're friends for now. You're precious to me, and I don't want to lose you, but this is a lot. Perhaps we'll adjust, perhaps we won't. But you mean too much for me to walk away. So would I. And I hope we can find some place for love in our new whatever this is. But even if we can't, I'll never forget the person you were. I'll never forget what you did for this world. And what you did for me. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I see. And how does this newly evolved version of you feel about me? Well, that's that then. I don't know. It is a big change, and as much as I care for you, I don't know. No. I think you're right. It's probably best to leave things here. A pity. Because we were rather excellent together. A love for the ages. I might be free of the parasite, but Cazador's still out there. Without the tadpole's protection, he just has to find me, to claim me. It might be days or years, but he'll come for me eventually. He's inevitable. True. If we can kill a netherbrain, we can kill anything. It's more of a gamble without the tadpoles. But maybe you're right. The best defense is a timely murder. True. It's a vast world out there. There are plenty of places to hide. I suppose you're right. We've been through enough.
You... What? Now? After all this? How dare you? After all I've done for you, after everything I've sacrificed...
But fine. If that's what you want, so be it. I can make my own way in the world. There's enough of it out there. I'll find some nice, dark place where neither you nor Cazador will ever bother me again.